Don't you think the Pokemon universe is like a really bad place to be?
Like as a human.
Yeah. The fact that you have, so to speak, animals like that walking around just existing. For instance, something like a Gyarados. Or even a simple Pikachu.
That is true.
Like,
Just like a high voltage.
yeah,
It can
like
insta kill you at any point in time.
every second Pokemon can just fucking fuck you up.
That's true. There's a lot of actually like a lot of the Pokedex entries for a lot of Pokemon are pretty messed up.
Really?
It's either like super deadly towards humans or like was once a human in their past life or
Oh yeah, I've seen a couple like that, yeah. Fucking reincarnated as a Pokemon.
Also, I remember seeing like an old, I think like the Pokemon comic book, or I guess the manga or whatever. There is like instances where like a giant sort of godlike Pokemon would show up and just kill everything in the area.
What?
So like yeah, so there's literally like an ancient Ghastly, an ancient Haunter that appeared at one point in time, and then like all the souls in the area, like all the living things in the area died and it like absorbed their souls.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's like a kaiju situation where just a giant Haunter just appears and just wipes everything with a
Oh my
soul
God.
out of the area. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. And there's a lot of these Pokemon too, like these ancient Pokemon.
Yeah, those legendaries and whatever. That's
Yeah.
for example, I think there was a legendary that could like seriously alter the weather, like into some fucking crazy storms or whatever, right?
Yeah, there's even like ones that control the ocean and the earth, which are like
Yeah.
the whale Pokemon. What was it called? I don't remember. And
Well,
then the Wellord? No, not Wellord.
I know Kyogre,
Kyogre and
the
the
red
other one.
one.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. And apparently they're like constantly fighting each other.
Yeah, so it's like a war going down.
Yeah, and oh yeah, there was a thing like where essentially the main character's objective was to get them separated, stop it for now, because essentially if they get into the battle, they pretty much destroy everything.
Exactly.
Like,
Actually, I actually recently stumbled upon a video of Team Rocket's podcast.
wait, what?
Yeah. So apparently there's like a YouTube video. I think it's actually canon in the Pokemon universe where like Team Rocket starts their own podcast and they start talking about Team Magma
Okay.
and so they're like naming a bunch of people. I think Jesse's like, "Oh yeah, there's this guy, this guy, this guy and this guy. These guys all committed like atrocities or something." and then and then Meowth is like, well, no, not this guy. And she's like, what do you mean, not this guy? He wanted to essentially get rid of all the water and replace it with land, like Team Magma or something. And he's like, and you're like, what do you mean? And it would have like, it would have disrupted like so many like ecosystems, and people would have died. And then Meowth is like, listen, I don't like getting wet, and I don't I don't like having to like trudge through water in the Sinnoh region or whatever region it was. And then they're like, what? And then they actually get canceled. Like they get canceled. He's like, way to go, Meowth, you got us canceled.
Bro,
He's like, I stand by what I believe, okay? I don't like the water.
I hope Meowth never gets any sort of power in his hands.
Yeah.
Okay, we're talking about legendaries here and all that, right? But even taking those aside, even just going out in the forest would be
Just
so
get
fucking
attacked.
dangerous.
Yeah.
Like there's all
There's like
sorts of fucking crazy Pokemon out there.
there's a lot of just like aggressive Pokemon that like we wouldn't really encounter. You know, there's like a lot of like snake Pokemon, for instance.
Yeah.
Right? There's like a variety of snake Pokemon. Like I don't think we would encounter snakes very often. Like if we did, that'd be like maybe like a garden snake. If they encountered a snake, it could be like
Also, imagine stumbling upon a wild Geodude, which is pissed off for some reason. Imagine getting hit by those hands.
yeah, you don't want to catch them hands. Geodude
Yeah.
would just mess you up.
That would
Or
be like
even some
instant
of
death.
those. What about the stronger ones, like the Graveler? Can you imagine just getting rolled over by Graveler? You just kill
Yeah.
one?
Actually, yeah. Imagine if you're like traveling around the Pokemon universe, right? Just think of how many corpses and mangled bodies you would find on your
Oh,
own.
Jesus. Jesus. Do you think the Pokemon universe has like variant viruses, strains, you know? Because you know how like I don't remember if this I don't know if this is true. This is something I heard. It very much could be a myth, but
Okay.
I heard that like an HIV or something like that was actually brought about by someone sleeping with like a primate or like an animal, something like that.
Yeah. I've heard it too. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if this is even remotely true.
Actually,
But what about Pokemon? Do you think if they slept with a Pokemon, you'd get like the
likely, they're probably like whole different biostructure, no, which would
yeah
really fuck with us. But that also brings up a point. Like, there's a shit ton of poison Pokemon. Even if you
Yeah.
don't try to fuck one, even then you're in serious danger of getting either poisoned or, if not poisoned, getting some crazy illness which spreads around humans like hell.
There's also like giant pests, like rodents, and I imagine maybe there's a giant cockroach Pokemon somewhere
Yeah.
that would be like in your house, like in your trash and stuff. That would be like really annoying to have to deal with.
Yeah,
I think I understand why they catch Pokemon because you need to be able to defend yourself.
Yeah. That's the same as what I was thinking.
Is Pokemon just like
But
the US with guns? Like they just like
Well-
always be strapped,
pretty much.
open, conceal carry Pokemon, you know?
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, in the Pokemon universe, the humans are not on top of the food chain. They just manage to
No.
get by with capturing a few and hoping for the best.
Yeah, like someone came up with the Pokeball, whoever that guy was saved the human race.
Maybe the whole Pokemon battles fights is like a last resort crutch for the survival of humanity, because
Yeah,
they
maybe
need to
some-
improve those Pokemon that they have.
Oh, I see.
they
So
can
that they can
protect-
fight other Pokemon.
Yeah.
It's also could be like you gotta thin out the herds of Pokemon because there's probably like hordes of them, right?
Yeah.
They need trainers to go into the forest and like get rid of a couple, or else they take over
Bounty
the roads.
hunters.
Yeah, they're like bounty hunters. Like we have a rogue horde of
Diglets.
Diglets or something. They're destroying the roads and causing massive.
Actually, a horde of Diglets could do a
sinkholes.
lot of damage.
Yeah, like a horde, like giant sinkholes that are just.
Yeah, eating up
Buildings.
houses. Yeah.
So we need you Pokemon trainers that wipe them out.
Kind of now wish there was like a Pokemon version that is sort of like Monster Hunter.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. You just go out and like fight giant Pokemon.
Yeah.
There are some dinosaur Pokemon too, like some like legit dinosaur Pokemon.
In one of the games I played, maybe that's a ongoing thing, but you could find like fossils, and then you could take them to a specific place to turn them back into a Pokemon.
That's true. That's another thing. They have like technology that we don't have. Like they can bring back extinct animals.
And the question is whether they should.
No, the real question is is the reason they have Pokemon is because they can do it. Like what if we start reviving extinct animals? Turns out they're Pokemon. And
damn, you blew my mind.
Yeah. They're ahead of us technology-wise. It's showing the future of humanity. We'll have to train and capture animals, which we will now call Pokemon, to fight and defend ourselves from these
from
fossils.
yeah, from the Pokemon that we unleashed upon the world.
Exactly.
Like yeah,
The god Pokemon.
sort of like Jurassic Park. Yeah, but imagine you can't even go relax at the beach. There's always a chance that you might end up
Eaten by Gyarados.
yeah,
Or like
Eden would be the best option. Take for example his ability Scald. That
you'd
would
be burned alive.
by water.
Yeah, just boiled.
Yeah, Jesus.
Burnt. There's a lot of Pokemon that can do some real harm.
Yeah.
Some of these Pokemon have like giant like appendages, like claws or fangs,
or fucking
needles.
yeah. Scythes.
Scythes. That's true. Can you imagine coming across a Scyther?
Fuck that.
Dude, it'd kill you in an instant.
And he's like super quick too, isn't he?
Yeah. And then there's the evolved forms. That's like not even including some of these Pokemon will be evolved, right? There'd be like some
Also
massive Pokemon.
Massive Pokemon. An example, Blastoise. A literal tank.
Yeah, and you just walk into its territory. You just get hydro pumped, insta killed.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh my god. Okay, I just now thought of something really fucked. What if the Joker rule isn't only for humans? Imagine a couple Pokemon team up together, something like Jigglypuff and Machop.
Like
Jigglypuff like lulls you
like
to sleep,
and gangsters, and they roll up on you.
And Machop goes to town with you.
What? Oh my god!
Like there's there's no saying that they don't enjoy exploiting.
This actually opens up a new avenue of like adult videos, right? Where it's like, put Pokemon.
That has to be a thing already.
No, I hope not. It better not be.
It must be. It's the internet we're talking about.
No. I don't think. I still have faith in humanity. That can't be a thing.
Oh, my innocent child.
I really hope not. I don't think I can live on this planet any longer.
Yeah, like what if they choose not to kill you? Just beat you out of commission and take you to their lair or whatever fucking place.
Yeah, it could be pretty bad. Pokemon, yeah, they could eat you too. Like there are some like pretty brutal looking Pokemon that probably like would like lay eggs in you and just like use you to feed their young. There's a lot of bug Pokemon that are very creepy.
Yeah,
they can be like really scary. Jesus. See, this is why you need Pokemon. You gotta be strapped. You gotta have your Pokemon badges and your Pokeballs with you at all times. Right. You gotta have them holstered. I think the crazy thing is like a lot of your Pokemon could end up dying to fighting some of these other Pokemon.
Yeah. Yeah, right. In the cartoons, they always just faint.
Yeah, I think in like the manga, they actually die. Like they get killed.
Wow.
Yeah, they're pretty crazy in the manga. They're like they don't hold back. Like Charmeleon or if their tail goes out.
Oh, Charmander. Yeah.
Yeah, Charmander. Even in the cartoon, they kind of.
Oh yeah, they played around with the
idea,
the concept. Ash's Charmander actually almost died.
Yeah.
They were like in mountains, a bunch of rain or whatever.
Yeah, they were trying to keep his little flame alight, or he would have died. So there's like a lot of stuff like that too. There's a little Pokemon that's like a little. I think it's called Spoink. It's like a little pig. With a little jewel on his head that like pops.
Yeah.
Apparently, that's how he pumps blood through his body.
Yeah, if he stops, he's dead.
Yeah.
I can imagine a certain type of people just torturing Pokemons like that.
Well, I mean, there's sick people everywhere, right?
Yeah.
So there could be some people who would like torture certain Pokemon or whatever. There'd probably be like a PETA for sure. Pokemon. Wait, what's PETA stand for again?
Pokemon?
Is PETA already stand for Pokemon?
I don't know. What could it be? Pokemon
entrusted to anyone. I don't know. There'd definitely be a. Wait, would that make them like a Team Rocket situation? They're like the.
What?
You know how like a lot of these teams, they're actually like environmental terrorists in
Oh,
Pokemon,
makes
like
sense.
Team Magma and them. Yeah, so maybe they would be like PETA also. I wonder how Ash feels about all this. And also, is he vegan or what Pokemon are they eating all the time?
I,
If they
I'm
make meat stew.
I'm under the belief that Ash doesn't know what he's eating, and Brock is just feeding him a bunch of Pokemon.
Yeah, like does Brock, like while Ash is sleeping, does Brock go out in the middle of the night, just slay a couple Pokemon,
Probably.
and then just bring
He
them
he,
back, skin them and everything?
he probably has a couple Pokeballs with Pokemon for
Meat,
desperate measures.
meat Pokemon.
Yeah, just pulls out and fucking pops a bullet in it.
Jesus. Yeah, I could imagine Brock being kind of a gangster. I feel like Brock would definitely be strapped.
Yeah, he's just playing the cool guy.
Exactly. They also feed the Pokemon. Do the Pokemon eat Pokemon? I know they eat Pokemon Chow. Like it's like a. But is it like
Yeah,
imitation?
but I
food?
think some Pokédex entries actually say that they hunt specific other Pokemon for food.
Yeah, I have heard that. Like, oh, this Sparrow Pokemon hunts these fish Pokemon.
Yeah,
Like, oh, that's like very much nature. Like we have birds that eat fish, right? So that's like a Pokemon.
yeah.
We should be capturing birds in Pokeballs. That's what I'm saying. And we can use them to our advantage. We're honestly one step away from being up in the Pokemon universe. All we have to do really is A, make Pokeballs, and then B, genetically alter all animals to have powers.
Yes, easy as that.
Suddenly your little mouse, your little
Just need to find a
Hamtaro.
way to digitize a living being.
Oh, and then also digitize the living being. True.
Yeah,
So you can put them in a PC.
and also bringing them back. You right? I forgot about the PC. You can literally just capture Pokemon and put them in a prison, essentially.
Yeah. A prison of data.
Yeah.
Data prison. Like Digimon.
What happens if the PC breaks down or whatever?
Do you think Digimon is just all the Pokemon that people have put into the PC?
I like that theory.
They're just in like another alternate situation.
Yeah. Agumon, Charmander.
Maybe the file got corrupted and they have extra abilities and stuff. All I'm
I can see
saying, maybe
that.
they downloaded some upgrades.
Pay to win.
They modded themselves, modded the Charmanders. It is pay to win, isn't it?
It's also odd how Pokemon are semi-intelligent. They're pretty close to humans, but not quite. Not quite there yet.
Yeah, they like just lack a certain fundamental thing, and they'd be on the equivalent scale of humanity,
Yeah.
or actually above it, because they'd have abilities that we don't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Pokemon are on top of the food chain. Maybe what came first, Pokemon or humans? Maybe we're just the disease on the planet.
I think there was something like that in the lore, the Pokemon lore. They're like, which one came first?
Did we evolve from Pokemon? Like
Or
we did
the
from
Pokemon
animals?
evolved from us? Are we Pokemon?
Yeah.
Are humans Pokemon?
We're just super developed Pokemon.
Yeah, what if that's the thing though? We're not super developed. Our power is intelligence.
Yeah, the only ability.
Pokemon. Ability to learn and to comprehend complex whatever.
And opposing thumbs.
And use of opposing thumbs allows them to, like, what if we are Pokemon? We're just.
Now I want to hear a Pokedex entry on humans.
There's bound to be some Giga Brain Pokemon out there too.
Yeah.
The brain Pokemon.
I mean, Tentacruel has a big brain.
There's probably a lot of parasitic Pokemon too, which are like Lamprey and all those Pokemon.
Could bacteria also be considered as Pokemon?
Yeah, and does that mean instead of antibodies, you need to use Pokemon battles?
Inside your body.
Yeah.
Immunity, I choose you.
And
the drugs you consume or use are just buffs for the inside Pokemon.
Yeah.
Inside of you. Are we? Is a human a collection of billions of tiny Pokemon?
Yeah, there's also small Pokemon like the tick Pokemon.
Really?
So yeah, there's a tick Pokemon. It's like an electric type.
Wow.
My God, everything's a Pokemon. Do you think their movies include Pokemon? Like you know how we don't really include that many animals in our movies? Like, every once in a while, but it's not like we're like
Yeah.
animals, It's
For
mainly like human this,
for some reason,
human
I
that.
think I remember actually that in the
Mhm.
cartoon that they are using Pokemon in their own little Hollywood thing.
There must be like some Hollywood Pokemon, like Jinx or something. She's just like walking around and she's like the Cardi B of the
Oh man, you have thought
or
about this before. That was way too quick and precise.
the Shakira
The
of our
Cardi B.
time.
Like
Or
I could immediately imagine Cardi B being Jinx.
or like I don't know who else. Maybe those like really like the Pokemon we were talking about, like the royal looking ones,
Yeah,
like Superior or whatever, and
yeah,
like
Gardevoir.
Gardevoir. Maybe they're celebrities too.
They must be. If you just walk around the Pokemon universe and notice somebody has a Gardevoir in their party, wouldn't you immediately be like, "Oh, that guy's kind of sus. I don't know."
It just so happens that
Yeah, like a stereotype. Just like,
yeah,
"Oh,
that guy's a pervert. He carries a Gardevoir.
yeah,
And what's that water Pokemon that I was talking about? The
Vaporeon." Why is it always
Vaporeon.
Vaporeon? Like, what?
Yeah,
What is
like
it?
Vaporeon.
Wh- Why?
What if he just has a bunch of like very sus Pokemon? Like
A whole party of
Vaporeon,
super sus
Baneri, Gardevoir,
Gothitelle.
Jinx. His super sus Pokemon. You just be judging them.
And for some reason a muck. You're like,
A Ditto.
you're like looking at the party, like, huh? Yeah, okay, I see. You're a weirdo, whatever, right? And then you
Then
see,
Muck
and
shows
then
up.
you see muck, and you're like, hold on,
Oh,
what the fuck is this?
it gives you more questions.
Yeah,
Oh my god. A Ditto. They have
yeah. Ditto's
there's
that
always,
giveaway.
yeah. See a Ditto in someone's party. You just gotta give them a look. Like, there's children here, you pervert.
You notice how
But
Professor Oak straight up saw Ash and he's like, "Yo, kid, you want some Pokemon? Here, take this one. Go out of the village. Leave."
yeah,
Uh,
leave the village
uh,
and become a
yeah, and just so happens
train.
his mother is single.
You think that was Oak's plan? He's like, time to get rid of the brat.
Yeah,
So I
or
can
maybe
move on to
she's not
mom.
single, but wasn't Ash's dad like all over the
Yeah,
place, like never home?
his his dad said he was gonna.
Went to
Apparently,
get some
Pizza told
milk.
me. Yeah, he went to get some milk, and then Pizza told me that he actually shows up in like the last Pokemon episode, but Ash is too late to see his dad,
Oh
so
yeah, yeah, yeah,
his
yeah.
dad leaves again for milk, and they never get to see him. I'm surprised that he doesn't show up at least once. He could have been like, "Hey, son, I'm here with your mom. We're about to go have a barbecue or a picnic with Mr. Mime or whatever."
Yeah.
No, nothing. He never comes back. He's just gone the whole thing, the whole time. What kind of like Pokemon do you think would be sus for like a woman to carry around? You'd be like, oh, she's a pervert.
Well, it's definitely Machoke.
Machoke. Okay. Diglets. Any of the Diglets.
Yeah, any phallic-looking Pokemon.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah. What else? Is there a
Until
Pokemon
then,
that vibrates?
the vibrating Pokemon. There's some Pokemon that literally grant wishes. Oh,
Oh, well,
man, it must be rough living in that universe. Someone could wish for something that alters the entire state of reality. Like they could probably wish that Pokemon never existed, and that
or he could grant a wish to a Pokemon.
just oh yeah, I guess you could. A Pokemon could wish for something too.
for the eradication of humankind.
Yeah.
I literally found Trump.
The Trump Pokemon. The Trump Pokemon loves to build walls, but made other Pokemon.